Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for joining Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream. Today, I thought I'd start off with a subject that's happening right now in the media and what's going on in Thailand. As a lot of you guys probably noticed already, the 60-day entry stamp is now in force in Thailand. So what that means is when you come and you land in Swanapum and Bangkok, you get the 60-day stamp in your passport, and there you go, instead of 30 days. Well, there was a news article that came out in the last couple of days, about 9 days ago, and on July 15th, about the Thai economy and what's happening there. And I think that the Thai economy and what's happening in regards to immigration are pretty much tied together. And this is why. eh, In the Reuters report, I've shared it here. Darlene set it up so you guys can see it as well, and we can go through it together. It says the Thai economy faces upheaval due to factory closures and cheap Chinese imports. So, the cheap Chinese import that they're referring to is BYD cars, and BYD cars just opened a factory in Bangkok. So they're building the cheap electric cars here in Thailand now, and it's affected a lot of other manufacturing companies in that they've closed down. They can't compete. So literally 2,000 companies, almost 2,000 companies have closed down in the last 11 months. And that is affected quite a lot of Thai people. So they've lost their jobs. They're, in their mid 30s, mid 40s, and finding it very difficult to find a new job. So what is Thailand decided to do? Well, they've decided to make tourism easier. A lot of countries that had difficulty coming to Thailand have now they've made it easier for them, and they can come for a longer period of time. Us expats, we can come to Thailand for now 60 days uh, as a tourist and get that 60-day entry stamp. So I'll let you guys read along, but basically, Reuters has said that that almost 2,000 Thai companies have gone under, no longer existing. It says Thailand has witnessed nearly 2,000 factory closures in the last year, upending its manufacturing sector that contributes nearly a quarter of its gross domestic product. That's a lot. It is weighing on the 500 billion economy and on workers such as Champagne Sutrong, who's a 54-year-old woman and worked in a safety glass factory and is now out of work as the production company has come to a halt. And she says that it's getting hard to find a job now, and she's got several 100,000 baht in debt. And she says, I'm old. Where will I go to work? Who will hire me? So these are just general cases of Thailand and their manufacturing industry are going down. As you see on the bar graph, it peaked in 2012 and then just dropped straight down in 2024. So Thailand is looking at other ideas, folks, as to how to bring their revenue up. And I think what they're doing is they're making it easier for those that want to come here as a tourist, those that want to study here, and those that want to retire here. And the ministry said about a month ago that they're going to be doing some updates to the Thai retirement visa in September. They're going to be announcing updates in regards to that. So that's where I wanted today's title to go. And I wanted to have a topic about what you would like to see the Thai government do for you to make your retirement in Thailand easier. Now, I've got several ideas floating around in my head what I think would make it easier for people that want to retire to Thailand. And I would like your input of what you think would be easier for those that want to retire in Thailand. So we're going to get today's show started off, and I'm just going to get rid of that. There we go. That's all gone, and we'll say hellos. But let me know, how can Thailand help you retire here in Thailand? That's today's discussion. And how do you think they can boost their economy even further for the loss of these 2,000 factories that are now gone? And started off is Jerry Hart. He says, "Good morning, Coop and Darlene. Hope you're both doing well. We are, Jerry, and thank you for coming on and joining us." Roger Walker says, "Good morning, good evening, Darlene, Cooper, and everyone." Yeah, Darlene's behind me. She's actually doing, well, the other side of the screen. She's actually doing today's laundry, so she's ironing it in the background. Got to catch up. YouTube is great, but we still got chores to do. Black Ops says, "Morning, Cooper and Darlene. Good morning, Big Al." And Javon Styles says, "Salute to the mayor of Dusit Grand Part 2. Welcome, Cooper, Darlene, and Ozzie Brook." Ozzie Brook is on his way back to Bangkok as we speak. I think his flight is now on final approach, so he should be landing shortly while we're on the live stream. Yeah, I'm calling him Ozzie Brook now because he's just been there on vacation. Darlene's like, "Wait a minute, I thought he's Canadian." Ann Throckmorton says, "Hello, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke." Hello, Ann. You'll be out here very soon. And Farty Harley says, "Good day, folks. Where do you keep your jet ski and where do you launch it?" Just down the road from us in Nha Jom Tien, next to the marina. There's another smaller marina that we use, and I pay 1,500 baht a month for storage, which is about 40 US dollars, $10 a week. It's really pretty good detail. There's 24-hour security there, and they launch it and retrieve it for me into the ocean, which is super fantastic for like $3, to put it in the water and take it out. So not a bad deal there. I think it's pretty good. I'm happy with the arrangement. Javon Styles says, "The short answer to your question is open a casino or 6. That could be one thing that they are considering. I know the Jomtien mayor said that he would like to have a casino here in Nha Jomtien. They've got a location in mind, and they've requested to get the first license to have a casino in Thailand. But the problem is in Thailand, because gambling is illegal. So I don't know if that'll go through. I think it'd be great if it did. That could be a good revenue booster and tax income, because I know the foreigners would definitely go to the casinos, and I'm sure the Thais would too. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. I'd like to see a casino here. You can go across to Laos, Cambodia, and they've got casinos over there. So maybe Thailand should think about doing it as well, and also in Malaysia. Rodney says, "Hello, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Good to have you back again." Brooke will be with us next Wednesday. He's actually on final approach back to Thailand. In an hour. Darlene says, "In an hour, he'll be landing." Yeah, that'll be about final approach when they tell you to put your seats in the upright position and store your tray tables, all that good stuff. Scooter McGee says, "I'm doing my part for the Thai economy by eating at every pizza place that I can find in the Pattaya area." There are some good ones. Oh, I know there are, Scooter. There's quite a few good ones. We've had quite a few pizzas here in Thailand, and they are simply delicious and a lot more affordable than the West. Mike says, "Good evening from Daytona Beach, Florida, Mr. Mayor and Darlene." Thank you, Mike. Scooter McGee says, "I moved here direct from Las Vegas. Just say no to casinos. The downside greatly exceeds the upside. So much suffering in the streets." Yeah, like anything, gambling is addictive. Cigarettes are addictive. Coffee is addictive. Sodas are addictive. Women, they're addictive too, Scooter. So, yeah, a lot of things in life are addictive, I know people out here that have pets, and they said they're addictive. Their one of their beloved pets passes away, they got to go out and get another one to replace it, and they're good company keepers. Animals, cats, dogs, parrots, you name it. Four Dog says, "Good morning, Mr. Coop and Miss Darlene. They definitely need to change the 90-day like they do for the elite." And yeah, I agree with that 100%. That would be in my top 5 of what I would like to see them do for the retirement visa. The 90-day report, even though you can do it online if you can get the app to work, that's the biggest downfall for us. We can't get the damn app to work. Darlene and I both tried unsuccessfully. So the 90-day report, I think it would be better if they moved it to once a year, or maybe twice a year, every 6 months at a bare minimum. I think that would be a lot better for us expats. So yeah, that is an excellent idea. What else do you guys think would be a great idea, and how would it help you retire or come here to Thailand and visit? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll read them off live on air. If you're new to the show and your comments aren't coming in, it's because you have to be a subscriber. Now, we've only made it that way because we want to keep the bots out. We want to keep the bad people out. We want to keep this channel nice and friendly and cordial like it's always been. So all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Don't worry, it doesn't cost you a penny. Put your comment in, wait 60 seconds, and it'll pop up. That easy. We put it on the bare minimum that we can for the channel. Rodney says, "I think they should open the restrictions on buying properties. That should make it easier for retired." But then the Thais would complain, Rodney, because that would be raising the prices of property here and effectively put the Thais out of the housing market because the prices would go through the roof. I'm not entirely sure that's a good idea, but I do like the idea in regards to raising the amount that foreigners can buy into condos to 75% from 49. I think that's a good attraction. The land lease option, I think, is the best thing right now in Thailand, that you can buy the house and you lease the land for 30 years and you can renew it twice for a total of 90 years. Well, the new Thai government, they want to make that a change, and that you buy the house and you only do the land lease one time for 99 years. So I think that's super fantastic, and that'll cover 3 generations of life. And then what happens is at the end of it, the last person that has the deed to the house can sell it to another person, and then they can do the 99 years as well. So you're not going to lose out by selling your property, because there'll be another foreigner jump straight on it, and it'll be your great grandkids that'll be doing that, not us, in 99 years time. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Subwoofer says, "Hello from Las Vegas. Looking to see if I can transfer to Mannheim, Bangkok from Mannheim, Nevada." I have no idea what Mannheim, Bangkok, and Mannheim, Nevada is, but thank you for the comment. Subwoofer. Bern says, "Good morning from China." Good morning, Bern from China. Hope you're enjoying it over there. Jack Bree says, "Rodney, they have with longer leasing now 90 plus years." Yeah, that's what they're trying to do here. And they made an announcement about it, but it hasn't been put in the Royal Thai Gazette yet, Jack Bree. So until it's there, it's not law. So the king's got to sign it first. James Meswick says, "Hello from South Coast, Mississippi. Looking forward to coming there. Started my visa process with Thai Embassy today." Okay, buddy. See you soon. And good luck with your visa process. Roger Walker says, "Give us a visa like the Philippines." Okay, now the Philippines, you can actually stay there for 3 years as a tourist. A lot of people are reporting on their YouTube channels that this new Nomad DTV visa that's 5 years, they're saying that, hey, the way we're understanding it is you get the 5-year visa. You can stay for 6 months. You do a border run, you come back in, you got another 6 months for 5 years. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case or not. I'm still waiting for them to elaborate further on that, but a lot of people are reporting it. Maybe that's going to be the case. Darlene has told me that she's spoke to several people, and the immigration borders now, when you do a border run, will let you do unlimited amount of border runs. So, you're only talking about a 2.5 hour trip to Cambodia from Pattaya. Uh, no, that's Laos, honey. And anyways, uh, debate here between Darlene and I how long it takes to get there. But anyways, you go across the border, you come back in, they'll give you another 60-day entry stamp. So there's a lot of people are saying they've been told by the border guards you can do it as many times as you want now. There's no longer any restrictions. And yeah, Darlene says 60-day stamp they're getting now. So she knows a Filipina that's done it. And that's what the border guards told her. You can do it as many times as you want now, and you'll get a 60-day entry stamp, and you can renew it for a further 30 days inside Thailand. So effectively, you're getting 90 days, 3 months every time you do a border crossing. So that could be great if it's true. Keep my finger crossed for that one. Remember now, immigration agents, everybody's got a different mindset of how they want to do things. You may have a good one on one day, you may have a bad one on the next day. So keep an open mind about that. Justin G says, morning all. Are the BYD cars any good? Well, they're EV cars. They are big here in Thailand. They're taking off big time because they're cheap and affordable, remember back in the day, Justin, when we had the smart cars come out, those little tiny dinky things, everybody went out and bought them because they were super cheap. It's sort of cool. Well, that's what's happening with BYD over here in Thailand. They're taking off big time and taking a huge share of the market here for vehicles on the road. So I have no idea. I've never actually taken one out on a test drive, but I would take one out on a test drive, and I'd give you my honest opinion. I'll let you guys know as soon as I can arrange it and make it happen. Jack Bree says, good day, Roger, from another Roger. Roger Dodger. Alfa Romeo says, good morning, Coop, Darlene, everyone watching. Coop, the Thai government can make the health insurance component less expensive, and reporting should be every 365 days. Yeah, I agree, Romeo. I think reporting once a year, like the what's that visa I'm thinking of, Darlene? The LTR visa. Yeah, that's for the people that have quite a bit of money. They go the LTR route and only have to report once a year. I think if they made that in line with the LTR, I think it would be fantastic. And here's where my other thoughts are going. I think that they should lower the retirement age in Thailand. I'd like to see the retirement age drop down from 50 to 40. And I'm sure some of you thinking 40, that's a bit too young, Coop. Actually not. I joined the Army when I was 21 after I finished college. A lot of my friends joined when they were 18, and they did their full 20 years, and they were 38, got a pension, a good pension from the military, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, whatever. Well, they can feasibly afford to retire in Thailand on that pension after 20 years in the military. Why not have an exemption there for for people that have got a full pension already at a younger age? I think that would actually help a lot of people, so they don't have to go on the education visa. They don't have to invest in the elite visa or any of that. So those are where my mind is going. I think that would help a lot of people to retire in Thailand, and because people can retire early. You get into a career and you do 25 years, but you started your career in 18 or something like that in the car industry or whatever industry that you were in. yeah, you can have a pension by the time that you're in your early 40s. So that I think would be a good consideration for Thailand. So if the Thai ministry or anybody in the Thai government's watching, maybe they might want to take heed to the advice here and help boost their economy. So Javon Styles says lower the bank account requirements for visas, maybe. That could be another good one, Javon. Yeah, take it the 800,000 off the table. And lower the pension requirements. I think that that could be a good one there. I would like to see them lower it personally from 800,000 down to 500,000 for excuse me, for single people retiring out here, and then maybe make it 800 for a couple, that are both over the age required for the retirement visa. I think that would be a lot more attractive. I think that you do need to have a certain amount in the bank just in case you have a medical emergency. You need to go home or something like that, or worst case scenario, somebody dies. You got funeral expenses, all that to deal with if you're coming out with a partner. So yeah, I think lowering it would be a good thing, but I don't think they can lower it much more than maybe 400,000, which is what it currently is for a couple here. If you're married to a Thai, you only require 400,000 in the bank instead of the 800,000. Harley says retirement visa with pathway to citizenship with access to emergency health care for those in their 80s. I'm liking that, Harley. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. A pathway to citizenship. I think a pathway to permanent residence, and then from there, citizenship could be something that they might look at in the near future. I think that would help a lot of people. Like we do in America, you can get a work permit and then you have a pathway to getting a green card. And then from green card, you can then after 5 years take the citizenship test. Something like that could go a long way here in Thailand. And emergency health care for those in their 80s. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Rodney, I agree with you 100%. Thank you, Rodney. Cerebral Aptitude says, get rid of the YouTubers that charge $500 for a consultation that prey on weak-minded people. Yeah. Yeah, they might go after them. Who knows? I've never charged a penny for consultation. All our consultations are absolutely free, as Cerebral Aptitude knows. And many of you out there that's watching our channel, I spoke to you on the phone, didn't ask you for a single thing. Just told you if you want, you could buy us a coffee to say thank you. If you really insist on, giving back from me, giving up my time and speaking to you, that's what I say if you want to, but it's not mandatory. It's completely up to you. Mike says, I would agree. The 90-day check-in is so repetitive. Relax that to once every 6 months. I think once every 6 months would be enough. 90 days, it can become a bit of a headache. Most people can't remember, what happened last week, let alone the last time they did their 90-day report. But thankfully, what they do is when they give you your passport back, in there's a paper there and it tells you when your next 90-day report is due. What I do is I get one of those stickos and I put it on the refrigerator and report date, put it on there. So every time I'm going in and out, it's like, okay, 2 more weeks and I got a report, 1 week, tomorrow, whatever. That's how I remember to do my 90-day report. But when I first got here, I was like, damn, when is my next 90-day report due? Darlene, when's yours due? When and be down at the pool with Brooke and the guys. Hey, when's your guys' next 90-day report? But no, I think if they were going to reduce it, I think they should reduce it to a minimum of report every 6 months. I'd like to see it once a year. Alfa Romeo says raise the foreign quota ownership to 75%. Yeah, I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. The land lease option of one time, so you don't have to renew it every 30 years. And because here's the thing, Romeo, when you buy a property here, be it a condominium or house, okay, you get what's called the title book, like we do in the West. Well, in the title book, did you know that you can have up to 5 names on the title book? So let's just say that you bought a condo, Romeo, and you wanted to leave it to Romeo Jr. and Romeo the third. When Junior has a child, and Romeo the fourth, whatever, you can put their names in the book. So that way, when you pass on, there's no inheritance tax. They don't have to pay any inheritance tax on the property because their name is already on the title. So it just goes from person to person. And then when you die, they take your name off the book and they can add somebody else on there. So you can have up to 5 names on a property book here in Thailand. Super plus there. Byrne says, now the question for me is going for the retirement visa or DTV. DTV is a good one, Byrne, if you can afford it. You only report once a year. The visa is valid for 5 years, so you don't have to renew it every year. Oh, DTV. Sorry, I'm thinking LTR visa. My bad, Byrne. The DTV is not yet implemented. And Darlene's telling me in the background here, it's not yet implemented. So we're still waiting for that one to come out in the Royal Thai Gazette. We're thinking it's going to be out in the next 2 to 3 months maximum. I'm thinking by October 1st. Les Jennings says, good morning, family. Good morning, Les. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Martin says, good morning, Cooper and Darlene. Greetings from California. Hello, Martin, from my stomping grounds of California. I went to junior high school in San Bernardino, California, and high school in Victorville. I graduated high school in Victorville. Then I went back to San Bernardino and got my associate's degree at a community college. Jack Bree says 3 hours drive Pattaya to Trat Cambodian border. Okay, 3 hour drive. I think by car you can do it in like 2.5 hour drive. If you take the vans that they have that go out there, several immigration companies do it for the border runs, like Lana at Thai Farong Visa, they do it. It takes 3 hours. Roger Walker says, good morning, Jack Bree. Roger. Javon Styles, lower the cost of requirements for the Thai Elite Visa. Your thoughts? That one actually just went up in price, Javon. It was cheaper than what it is now, but it went from 600 to 800,000 for a 5-year Elite Visa. Could they consider lowering it? Could do, but I don't think it's likely when they just raised it because it'll make Thais lose face. I think their best bet there is make some big changes to the Thai retirement visa and the nomad visa and other options out there. Yeah. John says, good morning, all again from New York City. I'm a little late. I was watching the Wongamat condo video. Thank you for watching our Wongamat condo video. St. Moritz says, good morning. Good morning, St. Moritz. Thank you for coming on here. Les Brown, do you have to own real estate for a long-term visa? No, you don't. You can get the LTR visa. Was owning 0 property here in Thailand. It's for anybody that has large amounts. You have to either show 2 things, either 800,000 in assets, US dollars, or 80,000 a year in income to qualify for the LTR visa. Mario Bucci says, good morning, Cooper. Are still going to have the Canadian guy back on your live program? Yeah, he's just flying back into Thailand as we speak. He went over to visit his children and his grandchildren in a vacation in Australia with his lovely wife, that Jackie, whose nickname now is Grandma. So when he comes on the live stream next Wednesday, say, hey, Brooke, how you doing? And how's Grandma? Get a kick out of him. Please do it. I would love it. Javon Styles says more condos should have pet policy. Okay, I'm biased. Pet policy, yeah. Here's the problem, Javon. It's very hard to get the license. And this is what I've been told by developers. Very hard, not easy. And the ones that are getting the license tend to be the big, huge towers like the Riviera and Copacabana. Copacabana is making a Copacabana 2 as we speak. Waiting for the showroom to open so I can put that on the channel. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's enough pet-friendly condominiums out here. As a matter of fact, there's probably only about 12 in total that are pet friendly in the area. So out of the 5,000, that is like 0.0003%. So not very many. But yeah, I do think there should be more. And a lot of our subscribers are just renting houses, Javon. And you can rent a house here easily for 20,000 baht a month for a 3-bedroom. So they do have them here, but you're going to be living in a Thai style house. It's not going to be westernized, and you're not going to have a pool. But it's an option for those that want to bring the pet with them. There are ways to do it other than condominiums. Mario says, Cooper, the more expats that live in Thailand will hugely help the Thai economy. I agree. I think the more, the merrier. I would like to see, and I'm pushing it here probably, I would like to see expats have more rights in Thailand. That would be my number one thing that I would like to see, that they put in like a program. Let's say that you've been here for 5 years, and after 5 years and you've been retired here, that maybe you become eligible for the Thai medical program, or you're able to vote in local elections, or you're able to have your own MP, for your area. Maybe you live in an area, we'll call it Jacksonville, for example, and it's a group of expats, maybe 10,000 expats, and they want to select one of their members, to speak on their behalf. I think that would be fantastic thing going forward. It would make the expats and the Thais, I believe, come closer. And because they'll be dealing with each other on a more regular basis, you can make improvements and stuff like that to help your community. I think there's a lot of things they can do to entice more people to come to Thailand and make it more advantageous for them to retire here, by giving them more rights, giving them, medical help. For example, people that are over the age of 75, that they can automatically qualify for the Thai government medical facilities. I think things like this, that if they put into their economy, I think they're can essentially double the amount of retirees they have here almost overnight. But I may be wrong. Tell me your thoughts. If you think I'm completely wrong, then let me know. I don't mind the good and the bad. Scott Richmond says, good morning, Cooper and Darling. Excited to be purchasing airfare today for my first trip to Pattaya Jomtien in mid-August. You're going to love it, Scott. So many people have come out here on our channel. We'll meet them at the meet and greet, and they say, Cooper, I've sold up everything based on your YouTube videos and your live stream. And I've never been to Thailand before. I've been here only a week or 2 weeks, and I'm absolutely loving it. Thank you so much. I wouldn't have done it without you. The community makes a huge difference. I've made a lot of friends. I'm going out enjoying my life, and for the first time in a long time, and I'm not sweating how much I have in the bank and whether I can afford to pay my bills. I'm enjoying the good life compared to America. So I hear that quite a lot at the meet and greet, Scott. And every single meet and greet, somebody's telling me this is their first time. They've sold up everything and they've come out here and they love it. So I'd like to meet up with you when you get here at the end of August at our meet and greet, and let me know what your first impression is of Thailand. Antoine says, good morning from all Bang Sien Beach. I report my 90 days online without problems. Yeah, some people can, Antoine. and you do your first report in person, and then there's a QR code there that you can scan and register to do it online. And I've spoke to Singh about this many times, and he says some people it works on, some people it doesn't. It's about 50-50 hit and miss whether it'll work on your cell phone. And we have new iPhones, and we still couldn't get it to work. Daniel Hall says, this seems like a disturbing situation. What, manufacturing gone down in Thailand? Well, 2,000 does seem like a huge number. But when you think about it, Thailand has got probably over 200,000 manufacturing factories in Thailand. There's quite a lot. So 2,000, it's like 2%. So it's not a lot in relation, but the number sounds big, and it's taken a hit to the Thai economy. And I think that moving forward, that's why the government wants to make it easier for foreigners to come here and to retire and to come for vacations. They're trying to make up for the lost revenue, and the more foreigners come here, the more money that they're getting, and the more money the foreigners are spending, the more opportunity these people had that got laid off to find other work. Alfa Romeo says, didn't know you could have 5 names on the lease. Not on the lease, on the title. All right. So if you're renting a place, no, you can't have 5 names on there. But if you bought a place, yes, you get the Shinut. It's called in Thailand. That's the title deed. That's the name of it. For those that are wondering what's the title deed called in Thailand, it's called a Shinut. So you get the Chinook for either the house or the condominium, and you could have 5 names on there. That is the maximum you can have in Thai law. Excuse me 1 second, folks. But yeah, Alpha, I do think that's a fantastic idea, and I'll see you at the go-kart track later. For those that don't know, we're having a go-kart championship here in Jumtien this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and quite a few people are going to be joining and having a blast. Javon says, more Thailand condos should have a pet-friendly policy. Yes, I'm obviously biased, but every little bit helps. Yeah, we already got that one, brother. Chris Wheeler says, I just need to get back over there, and we'll be checking up on the DTV. I'm expecting there's going to be more news and more updates on that and more clarification, because it seems that everybody's got a different opinion of what they think this DTV is going to be and how it's actually going to work. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that when it's finally announced. And of course, I'll put it out on the channel. Antoine says, Cooper, did you speak about the closing of factories? Yes. Our province, Chonburi, as part of the EEC, has many factories. There's a lot of factories all over Thailand. As a matter of fact, they got over 200,000 factories here, but 2,000 in a year that closed is a huge amount. And it's affected a lot of people and put a lot of people out of work. So I think, and I'm based my opinion, that the reason that they're making visas easier and retirement visas, they're going to be making an announcement about that in September to try and make that easier, is for the lack of employment opportunities for those that lost their jobs. Bring more foreigners in, and then the more foreigners are spending, the better it is for the Thai economy, and the better it is for those that lost their jobs to get into gainful employment, maybe in the tourism sector. Scooter McGee says, I think the 800,000 baht is the largest barrier to retiring here. It's not that it is a lot of money per se, just that people fear that they could lose it somehow if it earned a couple of % interest. Well, here's the thing, Scooter. When you open a Thai bank account, the money that you put into the Thai bank account is insured up to the value of 1 million Thai baht. So if you put 1 million Thai baht in there and the bank closed for whatever reason, by the way, it's never happened in Thailand. The banks, there's no banks that have ever gone bankrupt. If you go back in the whole history of Thailand, not like in the West, they don't have banks that go bankrupt. But if it did, the Thai government insures it for 1 million baht. So if you had 500,000 in there, 800,000, 1 million, you would get it back. And some people, from the West are so afraid, Scooter. What they'll do is they may have 5 million baht. They'll open 5 different bank accounts and put 1 million in each because they're afraid that, one of the banks went bust like they do quite often in the West, but never happened here in Thailand, that their money will be insured and they won't lose. So they open several bank accounts. But yeah, I think what would be fantastic, Scooter, and that would help a lot of foreigners out is instead of having 800,000 in a Thai bank account, if you can have that in a Thai recognized foreign bank account and earning interest on it, I think that might help a lot of people too, providing it's provable and it's recognized by Thailand. For example, Chase Bank in New York, or the Bank of England in England, big, huge national banks. That might be something that they could look into. And at least then you're earning interest on your money. Kevin Strong says that Javon Styles, pets laughing out loud. Come on, bro. Nothing to do with it. Nope, nothing to do with the subject, but it's also open forum, Kevin. Anybody can say anything they want on here within politeness and reason, of course. And we'll be happy to answer that. I understand he's got a pet. He wants to retire here. He's looking for accommodation and make the law easier for these condo complexes to get the license to have pets. So it sort of does fit there. A lot of people do have pets, Darlene just said. Steve R says, hi, Coobs. Well, finally sold the house and we'll be heading over in September. Can't wait. Not long now, brother. See you soon, Steve. And congratulations on selling your house. Jeremy F says, good morning. Good morning, Jeremy. Thank you for coming on today's live stream. Kevin Strong says, we are headed into a recession depression. Foreign countries will ease up visa requirements. Be patient. Depression? Nah, I don't think that's going to happen again. Recession, a technical recession. Yeah, I can see that happening. Technical recession. A lot of people got a lot of debt, countries to pay because of COVID. I know America was giving out checks, to everybody. So the deficit went up from here all the way up to here super quick. So yeah, I think that might cause a mild recession, what we call a technical recession, but I don't think we're going to be going into depression anytime soon. But thank you for your opinion, Kevin. Steve Rogers says, hi, Coops. Finally sold the house and we'll be there. Yep, gotcha. Why do some comments come up here twice? I don't know. Jeremy F. Congrats, Steve. Javon Styles, you've got to regulate over development of the coastline, but build some big all-inclusive resorts to the sleepy, dead areas like Bang Saray or Hua Hin. Set a mid-rise based floor limit. That could be a good idea. Bang Saray is a beautiful Thai village, fishing village. I wouldn't put a resort there. I think it needs to keep its beauty. But there are certain places in Thailand where they could put fantastic resorts. Yeah, that could be a good one there.
The one that's it's a condo resort and it's pet friendly.
And e-condo resort and
They're building it.
Yeah, that they're building right now in Bang Saray. That one is pet friendly. Jay Easy says, good morning, afternoon, evening. Good morning, afternoon, evening, Jay Easy. And on the Chinook. Yeah, on the Chinook, you can actually have 5 people on there. And Throckmorton, maybe they should advertise Thailand as a great and affordable retirement spot more. I see so many desperate seniors on Facebook groups who can't afford USA life. When I suggest Thailand, it's, huh? Yeah, Thailand does advertise it quite a lot, Anne. But here's the thing. American people don't look any further than their face. They don't look outside of the U.S. for options other than maybe Mexico, because they know that's super nearby, in South America. A lot of them don't even consider Asia. But yeah, maybe advertising on American TV stations, come to Thailand, the land of smiles, that sort of thing. Retire here. I think that could be a fantastic idea. Advertising, expensive in the States, I must admit. Advertising is not cheap. Just ask Donald Trump or Joe Biden. They'll tell you. Very, very expensive. JJ says, hey, Coop, any rumors on revamping the O visa or LTR visa? The non-O retirement visa, they're talking about revamping that, and that's announcement is going to come out in September. LTR visa, I haven't heard anything on that. Also, the marriage visa, I haven't heard anything on that either. But I'm expecting there's going to be further announcements about further things that they're going to be looking into in September. So I wouldn't be surprised as in September, JJ, they say, okay, this is what we want to do to the retirement visa. And by the way, we're also going to be looking into this, this, and this. So I'm eagerly awaiting that announcement in September. Steve Rogers says, sorry for the double post. No problem, brother. Daryl Hall says, I wish I would have moved there to Pattaya in 2012 when I retired and moved to Florida, but I'm going to get there. And I hear that a lot, Daniel. Every meet and greet, somebody comes out and says, Coop, I love it here in Thailand. Why didn't I do it sooner? I wish I would have came out here years ago and enjoyed the good life. I don't know what I was afraid of. I've seen in the Facebook group just this week, somebody was posting there that they're selling the property in the States and they're going to be retiring out to Thailand. Never even been to Thailand, but have been a member of the Facebook group now for quite some time. We have over 1,300 subscribers on there. You can see the link to the group down below. It's Cooper's Thai Adventure Community on Facebook. You have to be a subscriber to join from the YouTube channel. You can then join the Facebook community, and it's free to do. Everything on our channel is free to do. You don't have to pay for anything, folks. And we set it up that way because we want to help people. And this person was on there saying, I'm absolutely petrified. I've never been to Thailand. I'm selling up everything because I've met such a great group of people on the community. I've made a lot of friends already now, and it's what their budget meets and their lifestyle needs and all that. And they're afraid. And I think there was like 50 people that replied to that post that this person put in. I don't put names out on the channel, by the way. And they all said, yeah, we were in the same boat as you, but guess what? We're here and we're loving it. Cooper was absolutely right. The community that he's built is fantastic. Great people, no bad people in the community. We're loving it. We're enjoying it. You're going to love it too. Once you get here, all those worries are going to be behind you. So it is great. And Daniel, you're going to love it when you get here. Steve Rogers says, thanks, Jeremy. Alfa Romeo says, 5 names on the Thai Chinook, having the Thai banks insure your accounts over 1 million baht. Peace of mind. Yeah, I would like to see the insurance go up, possibly to 5 million, your bank account. But then again, Romeo, I've been coming to Thailand since before the millennium, and I've never known a Thai bank to go bust. Unheard of. They're just so tightly regulated. It's very hard for them to go bust over here because the strict rules that the government has to ensure the Thai people's savings, their earnings are not going to be lost anytime in the future. Jay Easy says, Alfa Romeo, thumbs up and peace. Yeah, but you can have 5 names on the Thai Chinook as well as the Falung, which is foreigner Chinook. You can have 5 names on both. Harley says the Japanese legacy car makers are closing down Thai factories because they cannot compete with the quality BYD cars like the Dolphin for 700,000 baht with a 400-kilometer range. That is a good range there, Harley. 400 kilometers on a single charge. Charging stations in Thailand have gone up all over the place. We even see them in the hospitals, the malls, the shopping centers, condominiums have got them now, the new ones, and gasoline stations. They're all over the place, these EV chargers. So I think EVs are going to be the way of the future in Thailand. I probably got the last diesel guzzler that's going to be available probably by the year 2030. I think that most of the cars in Thailand are going to be EV because they're super cheap to run and charge. Giovanni says, good morning, Cooper and Darlene from the Copacabana. Waking up to an amazing sea view with no stress. There you go, brother. There you go. And he's only been here not very long. I saw him for the first time at last meet and greet. Jack Bree says, GM closed down factory in Rayong, taken over by GWM. Okay, 2+ years ago. Yeah. But my Ford Everest that I bought, they're actually built down in Rayong. There's a factory down there. There's a Toyota factory down there as well. And that's literally 45 minutes down the road. Javon says, hey, Coop, what's the name of that condo resort Darlene mentioned? They are still off planning, building in Bangsaray. It's called E-Condo. We did make a video of it and we put it on the channel, Javon. If you want details about it, send me an email and I'll be more than happy to get you in touch with Sean and the developer on that one. That might be an option for you, what you're looking for, buddy. Scott Richmond says, regarding dental work, can get a crown done while there for just 7 days. You probably could, but I would. Yeah, one of our subscribers had his. Darlene just told me. You probably could do it in 7 days. I would get in touch with them via email and make an appointment. So you're not having to wait 2-3 days for an appointment for them to check it before they put the crown in. Yeah, a lot of people come here on vacation for just like a week or two and get dental work. You can do it, Scott. What was the one that in Pattaya again that a lot of our subscribers like? Yeah, what was it called? International PIDC is the name of it, Scott. And they do all that sort of work there. And a lot of people rave. They say they're very good and very affordable. Or Bangkok Hospital, which is where I got mine done. Todd Workmeister says, odd question. Are there any adult-only condos there? Never seen one. And I remember reading that comment in one of our videos this week. And I said to Darlene, I said, have you ever seen any adult-only condos? And no. Every condominium complex, you know, they can have children there. So, no, never seen an adult-only condo here. Unfortunately. Maybe they'll build one. Who knows? Tony Montana says, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie. See you at the racetrack, Tony. Harley says, the condos that have EV charging, is that paid through the condo or does the driver have to pay? The driver pays. And what they'll do is they'll have a QR code there on the EV charger. You use your Bangkok Bank app and you just scan the QR code with your cell phone and then you put it in charge. And once it's fully charged, it takes that amount out of your bank account. So electricity here, Harley, is super, super cheap. It's like 5 baht if you have Thai government rate, which most people do, and 5 baht per kilowatt. So super, super cheap. You can charge your EV vehicle between $2 and $5 for a complete full charge. St. Moritz Cooper, how much did you pay for your SUV? It was 1.8 million for the SUV. I got $1 million for the trade-in for my pickup truck. So my amount to pay was 800,000, but then I had some extras put on there. So it
191.
became a total of 917,000 I paid
On top of
on top of the 1 million that I got in trade-in for my pickup truck, my Toyota pickup truck. So yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal on it. I got to go back on the 29th to get the tow bar and all the extras fitted. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll show you guys how it looks on the channel once I'm finished pimping it out and gotten it how I like it to look. Retirement on a Bitcoin standards. There we go. Says some of Noy's relatives have been furloughed from the factories because of tariffs and sanctions imposed by USA on parts needed from China and Russia. This factory makes solar panels and solar power. That's fantastic that they were able to transfer them over to another factory. I think that's excellent. And yeah, you're right. A lot of it has to do between the sort of trade war between China and the US because Thailand gets their parts from US and China. So if they're having a trade war, then yeah, it definitely affects China. It definitely affects Thailand. Sorry. Javon says, Kevin Strong, I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but the pet policy is the only thing preventing my family from purchasing 6 condos in Thailand, Pattaya. We can't be the only ones affected by that. And you're not. There are quite a few people out there that have pets and they want to bring them over here. The option for you, if you can't find the right pet condo for you, Bang Saray would be a good option. It's a beautiful fishing village. Quite a few of our subscribers have moved down there, and it's modern. It's nice. It's clean. And there is bot buses that run from Bang Saray to Pattaya, by the way. So you can get around down there, and everything is sort of walkable there and very nearby because it's only a small village. But it's beautiful. We do like it down there, Javon, and I'm sure you would too. Or the other option for you is just to simply do the land lease option, buy a house and lease the land for 90 years and all live in one happy house together. Retirement on a Bitcoin standard says PIDC was very capable and inexpensive. Jack Bree, there is a development near Hua Hin that has condo rentals and attached as an aged care facility. Yeah, I do know about that one in Hua Hin. Whoops. Yeah. Tony Montana says, yes, the big race is on this afternoon. Can't wait. Put your driving gloves on. Retirement on a Bitcoin standard says they were laid off and not furloughed. Sorry. Okay. I thought you meant furloughed. Yeah, laid off, but they were picked up by another company. So I guess it all worked out in the end for them. Alpha Romeo says, looking forward to seeing all of you at the go-kart track event later today. Good times with great friends. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yep. Good luck to everybody at the racetrack today. We're going to have a blast as usual. Jack Bree says, Javon, get Pool Villa. Yeah, Pool Villa is doable if you, I'm not going to put his budget out on the channel, is doable, but that's his own personal information there. Ray Parnell says, aloha from Maui Coop. Thank you, Ray, from Maui, from Hawaii, coming on and joining us. Much appreciated, brother. And Tony Montana says, everyone is welcome to come along to the go-kart racing this afternoon, as it'll be a great way to meet up. I think it's going to be a fantastic event. We have a t-shirt, Tony, that Alfa Romeo was kind enough to give us and said, this is the championship t-shirt. And it's not going to be 20 of us on a racetrack and the one across the finish line wins. Now, that's too hard to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to do it in groups. And the way that it's going to be ran is whoever gets the fastest lap time wins. So because if not, you can just make sure and cut everybody up so nobody gets past and you win. That's a way of cheating and getting the t-shirt. No, we made it a little bit harder than that. So whoever gets the fastest laptop wins. And that is the last of the comments. If you got no more comments, we'll sign off early. And here comes one from Harley. He says, I'm in the same situation as Levon. Pet friendly is what limits me. Condos are the lifestyle we want, and a pool villa is just a house in the burbs with a kid's splash pool.
There's a lot in Bangsaray.
Oh, what's that, honey?
Pet-friendly condos in Bangsaray.
I think we filmed like 3 or 4 pet-friendly condos in Bangsaray.
All Cicerone group, they have a lot of projects in Bangsaray are pet-friendly.
Yeah. The Cicerone group that we've made a few videos with, all of theirs were pet-friendly, all of them. So reach out to us and we'll get you in touch with the developer out there. Several of the projects are already finished. I think they're only working on 2 new ones right now. Retirement on a Bitcoin Standard says, damn, we drink the same soda water. I do. I drink Singha. I'm diabetic, so it's 0% sugar there. I'll get this. Everything's done and reversed on the camera. There you go. Lemon soda, 0 sugar, no sugar. I do like it. Javon says, tell Darlene they can raise revenue by placing a big tax on all white cars, trucks, and SUVs. She got it and she's laughing.
We always pay more in white colors.
Yeah, for our car, they actually charged us, what was it, 10,000 baht more to have it in white than any other color. Jack Breeze says 40 can get villas with common pool areas. Yeah, you can. You can get villas out here that are non-pool villas, but they have a communal pool and they're in a gated community with security, and they have a communal pool and gym. Quite a lot of those out here. And that's what I think our subscriber did, that brought their husky with them, and they rented for 20,000 baht a month. They're in a gated community, and then they have a little bit of a park there that they can walk their dog, and then there's a swimming pool and gym. So there are options out there for people that want to bring their pets.
Actually, in
what's that, honey?
In Bangsaray condo, one of the condos,
Eco condo. E-condo, yes, that one you can have the larger pets, wasn't it?
Large pet, and it's already finished.
Yeah, that one's already finished. Javon E-condo, it's called. Really nice place. I did enjoy it. Had a barbecue up there. Yeah, had a barbecue up on the roof by the pool, which was fantastic. I haven't seen many condos that have that. And I asked them if they were pet friendly. They said yes. I said, what's the restrictions on the pets? They said none. I said, so what? I can have a pet that weighs 100 pounds? They said, yep, not a problem. So that is the only one I've been to that actually says they'll accept the larger pets. Yeah. And JB says, greetings, my good sir. Always a pleasure to enjoy the vids. Salute and thank you, JB. Much appreciated, brother. That's why we do the live stream, folks. The reason we do the live streams is because right now it's low season, and most of what we're putting on the channel is properties out here, because that's what everybody's concerned with, is, you know, where they're going to live, number one. So we do that in low season, and we try and give you more and help you further by doing the live streams twice a week on a Wednesday and a Saturday. And every once in a while, I'll be able, when the weather's nice, I get to go out on the beach and do a walk and talk and give you some of my thoughts there that are going off in my head and things like that. What is going on here? Hang on, my mouse has gone crazy. Sorry about that. Technical glitch. There we go. I'm back. Alfa Romeo says, Coop, what's the name of the track? Easy Cart. Do we need a driver's license to sign up? No, you don't need a driver's license. It's on Tepperset Road. And it is Easy Track. Yes, it is.
Easy card, Pattaya deposit.
Darlene says the full name is easycart.com,
Pattaya
10%. Henry Holland says, Henry from Tampa, should I bring my cell phone from the States? Could you talk about cell phones? Yeah, you can bring your cell phones from the States. It's not a problem. You can, if your cell phone's got a SIM card slot in there or dual SIM, you're good. Even if it doesn't, you can get the eSIM, Henry, from a lot of companies. AIS does it. People will register with AIS online. So that way, the moment that they land, it automatically connects to AIS and they have service. So they can get straight online, tell their family and friends, hey, I just landed, I'm A-OK, or tell the taxi driver that you may arrange. Okay, I'll show that in a second, honey. Or contact the taxi driver, maybe that you arrange Mike Taxis or whatever. And you can contact the driver and say, hey, I've just landed. I'm going to be going through passport control. The flight was late, whatever. Hang on. I'll be through there as quickly as possible. So yeah, phones you can bring, and you just swap over to a Thai SIM or an eSIM there, Henry. And you can get an unlimited plan at the airport for like 1,200 baht for the month. So you can have unlimited data, and they have them in the stalls just as you come through customs into the main terminal. And the easycart.net, it's called Go Karting Pattaya Teprasit, is the one there for you, Alpha. And I'll just show it to you, buddy. That's the one there that we're going to today. So you can put it in the map and get yourself over there. Next, retirement on a Bitcoin standard says my pool villa is baller. Yeah, I've seen yours. It looks awesome. John says, just an observation, Coop, but most condos there seem to have king-size beds. Wouldn't queen-size beds be a better fit for the size of the condos? If you got smaller ones, smaller units, then yeah, they would be. Maybe that's a thing that they're trying to tell us foreigners. Maybe we're too big and we all need a king-size bed. I don't know. I do like a king-size bed, and I think it's fantastic. Darlene's one of those bed hogs, likes to take up 80% of the room, and I'm just laying on the edge. So a king-size bed, I get that little bit extra edge from a queen-size bed. So yeah, some condos have got, I've seen twin beds, I've seen queen-size, and I've seen king-size. But a lot of them do like to go with king size. I think it's the most popular one out here in Thailand. Hanzo Steele says, I made it. Going to immigration with Singh this morning to begin retirement visa. Congratulations, brother. And you're in great hands with Singh. He'll take very good care of you. And hopefully we'll see you at a meet and greet in the near future, or come out on one of the community events for like the go-karting this afternoon. Next Saturday, we're all getting together. Mikey Baker's going to be moving down south. He wants to do some scuba diving, and he wants that side of the area over there. So he's going to be trying it out for a year and see what he thinks, but coming back up here every couple of months because he misses the gang. So yeah, congratulations to you, Hanzo, and hope to meet up with you soon, brother. Well done. David Cash says, is there a villa complex that is walkable to night markets, restaurants, etc.? Yes, there is. And we filmed it on the channel. And that one was called View Thale Villas. So go back in our YouTube channel and you can see it. They do have rentals there. And it's right across from Immigration and Rumpole Market and 1 block away from Jomtien Beach. 808 Barrett, Hanzo Steele, living the dream. Yes, he is. He's now here and starting his retirement process. Derek Wheels says they need to let more big international businesses in the kingdom. Lots are fleeing China, and Thailand should do something to attract these companies. Yeah, Thailand has the attitude, and I think it's a good attitude at that, Derek, that if you want to sell your products in Thailand and not get hit by 300% import tax, then build a factory here, and our Thai locals, our citizens, will make it. Build it here, sell it here in Thailand. And I think that is what made the 200,000 plus companies here, manufacturers, happen. If it wasn't for that, then I think China would pretty much own Thailand by now. But because they were smart at the time and said, no, if you want to sell your products here, you need to make them here. Build a factory, and our people will make them. And I think that's fantastic. They are. Elon Musk has already been in talks with Thailand, and they are going to be building a Tesla factory here in Bangkok. That's already been approved, so that's super fantastic there. They're building a Formula One racetrack down in Rayong. There's a lot of things happening. I think they're in talks with Disney to build a Disneyland here. That's the rumor, the mill that I'm hearing, that they want to build a Disneyland here. And I think it's fantastic. So they are getting there, Derek, for that thing, getting out of production that's no longer relevant, to any of us, because technology changes all the time. So they're starting to get into robotics, AI, Bitcoin, Tesla, EVs, all that. So I think it's just changing with the times, and that's what's happening. But no, they are attracting a lot of companies from countries to come over here, like America with Tesla, and a few other companies from Europe are now wanting to come into Thailand as well, because it's cheaper to send from Thailand to America than it is from Europe to America. Les Brown says, still can't find a place to board and service my parrot. Tried everything. I won't give him up, so I will have to be a tourist. You should be able to have a parrot. Parrots don't make a lot of noise. Not like dogs barking.
The problem is,
what's that, honey?
If it can breathe. There's always a restriction in the pets, even in the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a pug, you can't, because they have the small nose.
There might be an issue with the humidity out here, Darlene says, that it may have problem breathing.
In the plane.
Or in the plane.
That they will not gonna make it.
I don't know.
The dogs with small nose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pugs have difficulty flying, don't they? Pugs. JJJJ says Darlene should teach us Thai. Well, she's doing a great job at learning Thai right now. We went out with Mal and Katea, and Katea is a Thai lady, and she is absolute blast. Her and Darlene get along great. Darlene's teaching her Filipino, and she's teaching Darlene Thai. Darlene's proud of herself now because she knows every day of the week in Thai. So Monday to Sunday, she can tell you the days of the week. Retirement on a Bitcoin standard said T-Mobile works automatically on arrival. Yeah. But their roaming charges have gone up. I've noticed on that with T-Mobile. Better off just getting a a Thai SIM or an eSIM, and using that and paying the local rate rather than the expensive international rates for T-Mobile for roaming. Tony Montana says, to race, you have to scan the QR code and register. It takes less than 5 minutes. Because it's easy track, Tony, those of us that raced at the other one over by Valley High Pier, we're already registered because it's the same company. So it makes it easier for us. Tony Montana says, Brooke and Jackie have landed. There you go. He probably got a message from Brooke saying, I'm here back in the land of smiles and the affordable prices. He was in Australia, said, everything is expensive, Cooper. I cannot believe it. I want to get back. Excuse me. Mike says, Coop, how long are you with immigration when you land in Bangkok for the first time? You just have to line up in the line, and you just give your passport and your ticket. that you're leaving Thailand. They want to see proof of that. So it all depends on what time of day you're landing and what time of the year. If you're in high season and you're landing at sort of lunchtime, the busiest time of the day, you can be lining up there for a good couple of hours to get through immigration, passport control. If you're coming and your flight's landing at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, or 10 o'clock at night, then you're going to zip through in about 20 minutes. All depends on the time of day and the season.
And your ticket.
Yeah. Javon says, what if they raised revenue by building a cruise line port to Pattaya? There is.
It's like 30 minutes down.
There's a place just down the road. It's called La Chabang. La M Chabang. Let me pronounce it correctly there. And that's where we got on our cruise, which was Norwegian Cruise Line, and went around Asia. Fantastic. It's 30 minutes away.
And that's the international port.
And that is also the international port. So yes, they do have that here. And he says, that sounds like I did. What if they raise revenue by building a cruise line to port to Pattaya, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, etc.? Foes that sound like a disaster in your head. No, they already have it. It's just down the road. And Darlene and I used it. Super good, super fast, super easy. New Wave says, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke. Late joining the stream today. No problem, New Wave. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Harley says the cruise line port is Lam Chabang near Sriracha. Yes, we first went to Pattaya on a cruise stopover. We went out from there, went to Vietnam, and then down to Bali, and then over to Malaysia. Absolutely loved it. Singapore, sorry. Yeah. Vincent says, what is the average monthly rental price of Dusit 2 for a 1-bedroom and studio? The average 1-bedroom here is 15,000 baht a month, and the studio is 10 to 12. Depending on the season, and also depending on whether you want a pool view and all that. So they can fluctuate by a little bit either side there. But average is 10 for a studio and 15 for a 1-bedroom. New Wave. Today's topic was something I have been thinking about lately: investing and business in Thailand. Tony Montana says, Troy is having a grand opening of his new bar on Friday, the 9th of August at 6 p.m. And he's putting on all the food for free. You just buy your own drinks. So please all come along and support him and his bar. Yeah, Troy is a fantastic guy, a fantastic subscriber, and a good friend. And he's just had a back operation here that he's needed for a long time. Didn't want to get it done in the States, got it done here, and is now recovering. He's bought a bar restaurant in Jomtien Beach, and yeah, it's a really nice place. We've already been there, and we're thinking about making future meet and greets there because it's a larger area and we'll be able to have more people. So yeah, thank you for that, Tony, and I'll definitely be there myself. New Wave. One of the things is that foreigners may not be able to hold 100% of business. Cooper, do you have any idea about this subject? Well, foreigners can only own 49% of a business. And then what you do, New Wave, is you have two Thais, and each one of them is 25% owner. So you're still the majority shareholder. You control 49%. They control 25% each. So you still have full control. They don't. So that's the way a lot of foreigners, when they start businesses over here, that they have the two people on the board, but they only get 25% of the shares each. So you still have complete control as the majority shareholder on 49%. But I don't think it'll ever go to 100% control for foreigners. Even the Chinese got to deal with that. Good vibes. I think if big American companies come to Thailand, it definitely will see large increase in everything dollars. I do. I think if we get a lot more big companies like Tesla, Elon Musk building that factory here, I think that's going to be huge. I'd love to see Chrysler over here in Thailand. Um, one of my favorite cars that sorry, Cadillac. One of my favorite cars is the Escalade. And I would love to see them build a factory over here because I think they'd be huge out in Asia. The import cost to get an Escalade over here, which you can buy in the States for like $90,000, $100,000 for a base model Escalade, you're talking $300,000 for the same thing here because of the import tax. But no, I'd love to see that over here. Anthrock Morton says, I was so surprised when you sold your Lazy Boy. I never sold my Lazy Boy. It's right over there. I would never sell that. I love that. Oh, when you said your Lazy Boy was manufactured there, my bad. And that's exactly what I want. How hard is it to get your landlord to allow a swap out? It wasn't hard at all, Anne. Several of our subscribers have done it here. They charged a 500 baht storage fee for them to storage the old sofa, and they were let us put our new sofa in. Several people have done that. What's 500 baht? 15 US dollars. It's worth it for comfortability, in my opinion. So they took that furniture out and allowed us to put our own furniture in, which is super plus. And yeah, I know subscribers that have moved into different buildings and they didn't want the furniture, and they said, hey, can we, I want to rent this. Can I put my own furniture in, and can you take this out? And the landlords say, yeah, a lot of condominium complexes, they actually have storage areas in the basement. So just for that sort of thing. Retirement on a Bitcoin Standard says T-Mobile 5 GB of internet is free per month in 190 plus countries. Okay, thank you for that. 5 GB is not actually a lot anymore. Me and Darlene can go through 5 GB in, what would you say, 2-3 days? Yeah. JB says, I have AT&T and it's $10 a day outside the US. Full phone calls, etc. Not too bad, at least if just as a tourist for a couple weeks. So you're talking, if it's a couple weeks, you're talking $140. You can get a Thai SIM here, eSIM, for a whole month for $40, and have unlimited data. So it's working up what you want to do. You can still have your AT&T or your T-Mobile, and people can message you, but have a Thai SIM or eSIM, and you can contact them on WhatsApp. You can contact them on Skype, all that stuff, Messenger, and do video calls and save like that. Malcolm Hawkins says, good morning, Team Coops. Good morning, Mal. Thank you for coming on and joining us. JB says, for the passport control, if on first business class ticket, they have a fast track service. Yes. And you can also pay for the fast track service, JB. Singh does that through immigration. And I think it's like, huh? No, it's not. It's a lot less than that, Darlene. I was speaking to him about it the other day. And I want to say it's like $60, and then you can avail the fast track service. There is a fee that you can pay, so you go through it and you don't have to wait the 2-3 hours in immigration. You're literally through in like 10 minutes. Mark Schaefer says, hello, Cooper and Darlene. Just sitting here quietly, enjoying the live stream. Thank you, Mark. God bless you. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Javon says, every time I come to one of your live streams, I have a great time, but leave out kicking myself because I haven't purchased Bitcoin. Need to know how to get started. Easiest way to get started, Javon, is buy through the ETFs. You're an American citizen, so you're not going to have problem buying through the ETF. I use a brokerage account called IBKR, and they're based in New York, and they're FDIC insured, and they're fantastic. They're one of the largest brokers in the world. And then I can buy through the Bitcoin on the ETFs on the market, and there's several to buy that you can go through. You can go through BlackRock, you can go for Fidelity, ARK, any of those, and buy into Bitcoin. You buy shares, and shares are a lot cheaper than buying a whole Bitcoin, which is at $65,000. You can buy a share, in Bitcoin for, like 15, 20 bucks. So you're buying a piece of it, and you just gradually put in, when you get paid a certain amount, 10%, 5%, whatever, and gradually put in, and over time it's going to build up, and it's just going to keep going up and up and up, because I see digital currency the way of the future. I don't think cash is going to be around for too much longer. I give it a maximum 5 years, and we're going to be all digital. Alfa Romeo says one of Apple's suppliers in Thailand has already started building manufacturing plants. Good. They are completing the construction of a factory specifically designed to produce MacBooks and watches. Thank you for that, Romeo. Yeah, those are big over here. Apple is very big in Thailand. Retirement on a Bitcoin Standard says, my lazy boy took 45 days to get best showroom is in Bangkok, although the plant is in Chonburi near Pattaya. That's where I went. I went to the big showroom in Bangkok. I saw the sofa I wanted. I said, I want that one. I want it in this color and this fabric on there. I didn't want leather. I thought Thailand's too hot to have a leather sofa. And so I decided to get suede, and it's easier to keep clean for me. And they delivered it direct to my door, and I think it took about the same. It took about 45 days for the delivery.
When it has a fault and they took the chair again, they give you the exchange.
Yeah, and one that had a fault, because the one we ordered wasn't the one we got. And I pointed it out to the delivery, and they put me straight onto the factory. And they said, okay, we'll take the other one away and we'll bring you the right one, but we need a couple of weeks. I said, hang on, I've already got rid of the other sofa. I need somewhere to sit. And they gave me a brand new lazy boy and said, here you go. You can borrow this for the 2 weeks until we get your order sorted. Sorry for the mistake. And they gave us a bunch of freebies. So the customer service was super fantastic with Lazy Boy here. Yeah, and the factory manager was an expat and spoke fluent English. Mike says, Cooper's Thai Adventure, the bar coming next year in Jomtien. No. I don't want to run a bar. That'd be too much hard work. Perfecting Saint says, I'm a successful futures day trader. I would love to come and teach my concepts. There you go. We got quite a few people like you out here in our community group. So you'd fit right in. Terry O'Hanlon says, you can buy a VIP fast track pass online. Costs around 2,000 baht. That's what I was thinking, about 60 bucks. They will meet you at gate and fast track you through immigration. Yeah, I've seen them do it. They got the golf buggies and they pick you up at the gate and straight down to immigration, straight through, and then straight to passport control, and on you go. And if you're flying business or first class, you get that for free thrown in. Tony Montana says his bar is called Golden View, and it's on Soi 12, about 100 meters from Jomtien Beach Road. Yeah, that's Tony's bar there. And we'll be going down and making a video of it once he gets better. Vincent says, how can I reach the juristic person for Dusit 2 rentals? Does Sean handle rentals at Dusit 2? Yes, he does handle rentals at Dusit 2. And the juristic department has nothing to do with Vincent with rentals in any building. Their sole purpose is their management of the building, and they make sure the grounds are clean, the pool's clean, the water and electricity is okay. They're in charge of all that, and you pay your electric and water bills through them. But no, they don't handle rentals, juristic offices. But yeah, you can email me, and I'll be more than happy to send it to Sean for you, or you can email Sean directly. Excuse me, I got a bit of the hiccups. Javon says, at Tony Montana, have you or Cooper ever been to Tony Montana's restaurant bar in Central Pattaya? it was a great place, and the owner was great. Excellent toasted ham and cheese panini. Ooh, okay. So I guess Tony Montana, there's a namesake over there in Central Patia, a bar. Never been there. Jack Bree, $20 for 15 days with AIS at airport. Yeah, it's not expensive. It's a good deal. And then you're connected to 5G internet on your cell phone, and you can talk away to your friends and family and super high speeds. Chris Wheeler, just my opinion, keep the U.S. out of Thailand. That's why everyone wants to get out of the U.S. Well, yeah, a lot of people want to get out of the U.S. I think if Thailand was as widely known in the U.S. Than in Asian countries, I think a lot more people would leave the U.S. and come over here. I really do, if they knew how good it was. So maybe through our community group and our YouTube channel and our Facebook group, people will pass the word, share it, and put it on their social media, and more people will see it, and we'll get even more great people out here. But I think it's great that Elon Musk coming over here with the Tesla factory. That's huge business for Thailand right there. New Wave, well said, Chris Wheeler, laughing out loud. Chris Wheeler, that's what attracted so many expats from all over, not like some countries. Yeah, I agree. URS says, hello, Cooper. Greetings from Brazil. I'm in Thailand in December. Not long now, URS. See you soon, buddy. And Les Brown, how do you let them know you flew business class? Because your ticket. Okay, you'll have your ticket, the boarding pass that they give you, and when you get out the plane, you put it in your passport. You'll go down the escalators. I call them the ones that you just stand on and they go down the aisle in the airport, and you'll see the normal immigration. Don't get off there. Stay on the escalator, and you'll see a sign saying fast track. Follow that sign to fast track, go through there. All you have to do is when you get to the front of the line, which there's only a couple people on the line. I've never seen more than 3 or 4 people in a line there. You open your passport and it says business class ticket, and they let you through. If it says economy, they're going to say, go to the other immigration down there. This is for VIPs. Tony Montana says, I was with Troy last night, and he is getting about okay now. And I had dinner with Eric, and the food is fantastic. Okay, I need to get myself back down there. Tony did show me where it is. Troy, sorry, did show me where it is. Needlessly annoying. Sorry, Coops, there is simply no way the world is going cashless as a rule. CBDCs, maybe, but given large parts of the world are unbanked, there will always be cash. And everybody's got their opinion. I respect yours, so respect mine. Here in Thailand, everything over here is all done through the bank apps almost. I've been to several places that I used to pay cash in, now are cashless. They won't take cash. You can only pay by card, or you can only do the bank app. And Starbucks is one of them over here. Cornerstone Ice Cream Parlor is another one here. They won't take cash. They only will take the card, debit card, credit card, or scan pay. It's completely cashless. And I see a lot more places going that way. Cash is getting a pain in the neck. I think digital is a lot easier, and I can see it going away in a lot of countries. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit early, but I would say I wouldn't say 5 to 10 years. Most people aren't going to be using cash that much, maybe for tips or something like that. But I see most of it going the way of digital online banking.
In the near future.
We've already got it in the West too with Samsung Pay, iPhone Pay. Chris Wheeler says, I'll be back as soon as you can chew on Slim Jims again. And sorry, I forgot to say good morning. No problem, Chris Wheeler. And that's it. We're at the final comment. So I'm going to call it a day. I need to get ready and get some beauty sleep before I get down to the racing track and kick everybody's butt there. I hope, or maybe I'm just dreaming. But I am seriously looking forward to today going out on the track. Les Brown says, what does a passport have to do with showing business class?
Boarding pass.
Yeah. Does it say on the ticket? It says business class on the ticket. If you're flying, when you get the boarding pass, it says business class there, and that's what they go by because you're going through passport control. That's what the passport has to do with it, Les. You can't go through passport control and just show a business class ticket. They want to see your passport. They want to see it's valid. You know, they want to make sure it's not a forgery. You know, so yeah, you have to show your passport and your boarding pass. When you go through immigration, they want to see both of them if you're going through the VIP section there, which is called Fast Track. New Wave, do they have a Chamber of Commerce in Pattaya, Jomtien? Good question. I don't know is the honest answer there. New Wave. Black Ops says, bye, Cooper and Darlene. Bye, Al. Thank you for coming on and joining us. See you guys at the go-kart later on today. And comments keep on coming. Thanks, Cooper and Darlene. Maybe we can have part 2 of this live stream if possible. Sure, no problem. Saturday, it's always open forum. You guys can ask anything that you want on the open forums, and we enjoy that. We just wanted to give our thoughts and 2 cents of what's happening here in Thailand and why maybe they're changing the visa rules. Is it anything to do with the 2,000 factories that closed in the last year? Or, you know, is it something else? I think that they're trying to make up for the loss of income from the factories by helping tourists come in here, boosting the economy and raising it from 20% that they rely for their GDP on tourism, maybe to 25, 30%. I think that would all be a good thing. And Roger Walker says, good night, everyone. Good night, Roger. Thank you for coming on, brother. And finally, Needlessly Annoying says, have a great race. Go get them. I'm going to try my best there, Needlessly. And I held the track record at the old track. This one I've never been on, so I probably won't hold the record. I think I need a bit of practice. This track looks a bit trickier than the old one. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all, and please stay tuned.